Hi, we are live. This is Jenny Walker with Jenny Girl's Closet here. I have not been on in so long, but I couldn't, I can't talk. What can I do? I've had technical difficulties. Took me 4 times to get this video going. I just wanted to pop on really quickly. I haven't done any videos in so long because I just sold this ridiculously awesome piece. You can see behind me. This is so amazing. This is super rare. This is a Ski West by Raven jacket from the 60s. You can see it's got the psychedelic print, the pop art with all the faces on it. It's in mint condition. It's got a couple of tiny little spots on it. Posted it, and it just sold immediately because it's so special and so rare. I got that at the Goodwill. Paid like nothing for it. And I wanted to pop on real quick because it's so important when you're sourcing. I always look for things that are odd and interesting, strange, unique. I go right to it. I didn't know what this was. I just knew it was cool and it was interesting. And it wasn't until I got home and did my research that I discovered it was from the 60s. And I had no idea. It's made in the USA in South Dakota. And this is something that's probably been sitting in someone's closet just forever and just ended up there. I mean, it's meant. I mean, it's ridiculous. So the person who bought it on Poshmark, they lowballed me at first. It was so interesting because I had a $150 offer. Then they offered me $250. Then they offered me $350. And then they were like, okay, I'll take your $425 offer because I listed it for $495. And when I came up with the price, I couldn't find anything exactly like it. And the other pieces by this brand that were on Google were not near, first of all, they weren't in good condition and they weren't as interesting as this. I mean, this is literally museum quality. Now, the question is, could I have gotten more for the jacket? Probably, if I'd have, held out or waited. But this person was a textile on their Poshmark closet. It said they were a textile, I think, expert or consultant and collector. So this is the kind of person who needs this. Now, this is the kind of thing that I would normally just hang on to for forever and just stare at it. But I thought, part of what I'm doing differently this year is just letting things go. Just let it go. And I'm in love with all this stuff. And I'm in love with this. I mean, this would be great for a photo shoot, but it's found a home. It found the perfect person who was willing to pay a premium for it. And, other pieces online were like $10, or $15 for this same brand, but not this jacket in pristine from the 60s. This is iconic. You could definitely see this in a museum exhibit. And certainly the faces are just amazing on this thing. And it's just all the way around, just awesomeness. So yeah, it's got 2 patch pockets in the front and just simple snaps. I mean, this is very simply made, but what's so great about this is the print. That's the whole point of what is so exciting. Is someone who's into textiles, who's into prints, who's going to get this piece, love it, enjoy it, perhaps save it forever. Perhaps they'll get it in a museum. I don't know. But I'm just so excited that that person found it immediately. They found it immediately when it went up on Poshmark. Like I put it up like at night, and then in the morning they had found it. So it just goes to show people are looking for all kinds of things online, and people are willing to pay a premium. And someone asked me the other day on I was on someone's channel, and we were talking about how to sell high-priced items and luxury items. I said, well, in order to sell something for $1,000, I first have to price it at $1,000. And I think so often people are afraid to put a big price on something. I mean, I'm trying to find the person who's going to pay a premium. That's my goal. I'm not trying to find the person who isn't, right? So I'm going to price it accordingly. I probably could have gotten twice as much for this jacket if I'd have listed on a site like First Dibs. I probably would have put, $1,200, $1,500 on it. I'm not on that site. I aspire to get to that point where I'm selling things that are all like $1,000 or more. But the reality is that's not what I'm doing. And I don't come across things that often. And, I go into the Goodwill every single day now. Now that they let us out, for COVID, we were able to get out, and you know, I found that the first part of sourcing after the ban was lifted in California, I mean, that's when I found this. I mean, I found it because so few people were going. Now it's pretty much back to normal, I think, in terms of the number of people in the store. But overall, the sourcing has been fantastic. I've been wanting to do all kinds of videos about what I've purchased, but I don't think it's going to happen. We're going to see. Because, you know, I'm busy doing rather than filming about it. And, you know, that's a challenge. But I did want to pop on and show you this. And I will show you, I'm going to take it off. I have to mail it, which is why I went ahead and did this video. I got to mail it to the guy. He's going to be really, really excited. Let me take it apart. I want you to see the label on it. So this is the label. This says Swing West. Gosh, I got it wrong. Swing West Ski Wear by Raven, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And I'm assuming with this, it may have been on tribal land, potentially because of this little eagle on there. I'm not sure. But, and of course, being in Sioux Falls. So I don't know. I mean, this is just an amazing, amazing piece. The print is just out of this world. And I'm so excited that somebody who knows what this is and was willing to pay a premium for it was able to find it. They found it right away, which means they're looking. So I think the next time that you're out sourcing, definitely, you know, let your eyes be drawn to the strange and the odd things on the aisle. Chances are, if it's bold, distinctive, wild, crazy, loud, there might be something to it. And so my eye is drawn to that. And so, yeah, so this really super rare, special, it's like they never wore it. You know how it is with cotton, you know, it's just, yeah, it's like that cottony canvas. Like no one, I don't think anybody, so they probably tried it on, wore it for 5 minutes and put it in the closet. And all these years later, you know, 60 years later, it's resurfacing. So there we go. So this is this fantasticness. I'm just going to keep showing you pictures of it because once I pack it up, none of us will see it again. Yeah, look at this. Just amazing. These images. You can look at how you see the date from the camera. You can see how old those, you know, the print is. Yeah, so I'm very excited about this. So yeah. So that's it. It sold right away for $425, and I you know, again, thought I could have gotten more. I did not. I really thought about it. I mean, I really almost didn't sell it to this guy. I almost just took it down, rejected it, and I was going to like reprice it for more. And I said, you know, that's just not a good way to be. You know, my whole point is to get to people like him. So if I didn't price it at $1,000 to begin with, that's my own fault, you know. So I went ahead and sold it. And then, so yeah, so that's it. So this is my psychedelic 60s jacket that sold right away for $425 on Poshmark. And I can see why. You can see why. And do not be afraid to mark things up. Don't do it because you can always come down, but you can't go up. So don't be afraid of that. I'm not afraid of it, and you shouldn't be. And I'm happy that I could be the middleman to bring such an amazing piece to the right person who's going to love this, appreciate it, study it. I mean, I want to just keep looking at it, but I got to mail it, you know. They're going to study it, and, you know, there's somebody for everything. So, yeah, this is awesome. And, yeah, so that's it. I'm Jenny Walker with Jenny Girls Closet. Appreciate you joining me. If you haven't followed me over on iTunes for my podcast, that's where I spend most of my time is doing podcasts. It's a lot easier for me because, like, right now the glare is, I didn't do the blinds, you know, it's all this stuff trying to do these videos. But check me out there, and that's where all the action is. Closet Conversations on iTunes. So that's it. This is Jenny Walker with Jenny Girls Closet. Appreciate your time. If you liked what you heard today or learned or saw, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. And I look forward to having you with me on another episode. Bye.